All right, welcome to this video with Captain Smudge, my amazing whiteboard. He's my new right-hand man. He's probably going to be replacing me one day. Before we get into this video, I would love to drink some tea. Bing! That's some good peppermint tea. Anyway, so if you're looking to really get control of your love life in the most, now, this is the coaching program for you. This is something that if you do it, you're going to create a lifestyle that is suited for you, and you're going to be working with some of the best people global on, dating, relationships, modern romance, and understanding men. You'll probably be working, some people will also be working with me, Harvey Hooke, but I can't always promise that. But here's the thing, right? Everyone is in a different situation, and I really don't want to bag out online videos and things like that, but that is a way of really connecting with as many people as possible, right? Someone like yourself, you're in a very specific situation. You might be having problems with meeting men. You might be having problems with getting the right guy. You might be having problems with finding a relationship you deserve, or you might be in a relationship and you might be having problems really making it as much as loving as you would love, or maybe you're at the end of a relationship and you're trying to figure out what to do next. Everyone is in really unique situations, and I can give you advice online that works, or I can work with you directly and give you advice, that works for you. And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with everything, is that everyone's lifestyle is different. Because if you're in a situation where you're working 9 to 5 and you don't really want to go clubbing, and if someone tells you go to clubs, meet more guys, blah 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 like that, it's not going to suit you. Because I've worked with people as well, for example, someone I'm working with recently at the time making this video, she's a nurse and she doesn't want to go clubbing because she's at that stage in life where she doesn't want to do that. I know some people who are famous entrepreneurs, I don't want to say they're famous because then you'd be like, who are they? But I've worked with some pretty big people, especially in the entrepreneurial community, and they're people who go and get invited to parties all the time, and they're really in some high-end things, right? Everyone's situation is different. And so if you've seen my logo, this is a shitty version of my logo. We have the yin-yang, right? Half of it is, I think it's down the bottom, we have the heart, and the other part is a cog. This is my shitty cog. Did you know I used to be a graphic designer? Right. So, with this is my methodology that I apply to everything with all my teaching, right? Because at one half we have emotion, and the other half we have logic. Now there is a weird logic to emotion, but very similarly, one half is about understanding the mechanics when you're actually interacting with someone, and the other half is about having the lifestyle, having the love that you actually genuinely want and deserve. I want to work with you to create the best love life that you can possibly have. I want to work with you to make sure you get the kind of relationships that you want and you know what to do. And also, I want to work with you to cut through the crap. I know a lot of people just need someone to really give them a helping hand, but a lot of it is also to do with just there's too much information out there, right? There's magazines, there's YouTube videos, what I was talking about before. There's also, articles online. And now there's, Facebook videos that they just keep sharing content and content and content and content and content, right? So the issue isn't content, because the information is out there. The issue isn't content. The issue is finding something that works specifically for you. And that's what happens when we work together. That's this part, right? When we work together, we're going to be making a lifestyle for yourself, or just tweaking your lifestyle, not really changing it too much, but those little small movements are the things that actually create the life that you want. Similarly, you're going to be doing things yourself, because I can tell you what to do, I can give you the tools, but if you're not learning for yourself, you're not creating wisdom, because these videos, they're knowledge. But if you're not creating wisdom for yourself, then you're not going to learn. So the way the coaching works, and the current way that we do it, but we're always developing it as well, is that right now, every week we have a theme, right? We have a goal for the week that will get you one step closer to your actual goals, right? But every day you have to do something towards that goal, because what's the best way to 100? Improve every day by 1%. Similarly with this, if you have things to do every single day and you actually work on it every single day, then that's actually going to really be beneficial for you. Now, this is something that comes, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger said this, these things don't work unless you do. When you go and you do this and you learn for yourself and you create this love style, like love life that you want, and I'm there helping you along the way, what we're going to do is we're going to increase your knowledge. You're going to become a guru in this. You're going to understand it. In fact, some of your friends might even come to you and be like, how do I need help with this, and this will be your little secret. You don't have to tell your friends that you're doing this. You can if you want to. I'd love it if you did, but you don't have to. I'm not that kind of guy who just, I genuinely want change, and I just want to help people. So if you can get help from this, then I'm happy with that. But similarly, what I really want is to create people who can do this for themselves and to teach people. Because what was the thing, like, I don't want to give you a fish because there's plenty of fish in the sea. I don't want to give you a fish. I want to make you a fisherwoman. I want to make you just someone who knows what you're doing, and you can filter through the crap. Because really at the end of the day, there are a lot of rules out there, right? It's like, imagine dating is like playing soccer, and Cosmopolitan magazine tells you you can only play with one foot, right? And then also on BuzzFeed it says you have to play the game with one eye closed. You're gonna find it pretty hard. But that's why having a coach is so important. And I personally, I've throughout my life had different coaches and mentors. I'm a huge believer in the coach and mentor paradigm. Even Richard Branson, even one of my mentors, also, not mentors, I wish he was my mentor. I've also hired one of his like sub-coaches, Tony Robbins. He has coaches. Everyone has coaches. And you know what? If you probably focus on your life, you probably also have had coaches in your life, whether that was a parent who raised you, then maybe on you went to a business and you worked for someone and you got to learn from someone who was amazing. You've had mentors and coaches in the past. Now, the thing that's about dating and relationships that everyone finds interesting, right, is that people get confused when it comes to situations of character. What happens is that we learn these habits and these tricks like along the way from growing up. Maybe it was our first day of high school, maybe it was our first actual date, and then we learned it once and we tend to repeat it over and over again. What I'm presenting to you are things that work in every situation, and that will work and will tailor for your situation very specifically. But these don't work unless you do. So what you can do right now is just contact as well, like depending on where you're watching this, if it's YouTube, if it's Facebook or whatever, there'll be a link below. But also what I want you to do is, or if you're actually looking at this on the website, like there's a little form that you can do to sign out. It's a fun little questionnaire. What I really want you to do is take the time to think, right? Where do you want your love life to be in the next 5 years? Where do you want to be in the next 10 years? And how is that going to make you feel? Chances are you probably want to feel really good, and having the kind of life you want will make you feel amazing. If you're in a situation where you're looking at this, and if you're looking at this, maybe you're interested in maybe like getting some help. Not saying that there's anything wrong with you, but everyone needs a helping hand. I think everyone does. That's why we're a very social species. We can't tend to function without each other. But also, I can guess if you're watching this, maybe you're just someone who's like window shopping, and that's okay. Hi, look at Mr. Captain Smudge. He's amazing. He's going to replace me. But if you're in a situation where you genuinely think that this could be beneficial for you, just right now, at the time of doing this, we have there's a free consultation. Right in the future, we might charge for it, but right now we're doing it free because we want to give as much as we can, right? There's a free consultation. Just take it up, get some value out of it. That's all I want from you. Because if you can get value out of it, I'm here. I'm here to help you as much as I can. But I really just want to give, and I thank you so much for watching this video as well. I know it's a lot and I can tend to ramble, and I'm just drinking my tea as well. But I really genuinely just want to make sure people are in the right place. And also as well, I want to let you know a little secret, that when we work with coaching, right, you'll be getting the real me. And if you're working with one of my other coaches, you'll be getting a real person who has experiences, who has life experiences, but also knows what to do. We're an expert in the field. You're not going to be getting someone who's this fake, superficial thing who puts on a fake smile and everything like that. Because you're watching me now, this is a video, right? I can only do my best to transpose across. But people are multi-dimensional creatures. So you'll be working with me directly, or be working with one of the other coaches directly, and you'll be getting the need from a real person who's not going to treat you like shit. Because I can't remember what it's called, but there's a word for it, that part of our brain, our frontal lobe, actually shuts down under pressure. So I want this to be fun. We're creating a love life that is amazing for you. We're not going to create something that's absolutely hard and stress and things like that, because you know what? The people who have the most fun are the ones who are winning. Simple as that. And if you're creating the love life that you want and you're not having fun, I don't know, I don't really care what you're doing, you're not doing it right. And I don't want to work with you if you don't want to have fun along the way. So make sure to put your details and the thing below before we end up off the beta program of this thing, and we end up charging for it, because I think the free consultation is valued at $250 US. Depending on where you are in the world, we always use US dollars for this. Yeah, so I'll call me. Put the things in below, call me.